Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video counting down the top 10 biggest WTF or most shocking moments in the Walking Dead television series so far. Alright, good stuff. So this was a viewer requested topic. People wanted to hear my thoughts on this one again, since of course we have seen the Walking Dead Season 4 now. Previously last year, after the Walking Dead Season 3, I had done this basically top 10 most shocking moments and gone through the first 3 seasons, and which were the most shocking that we got to see in each episode up until then, counting them down, the top 10. So from least shocking to most shocking. This is basically the same thing, just updated with the Walking Dead Season 4 added in there, because there were some really shocking moments this season, some really holy shit WTF moments this season for The Walking Dead. So I decided I'd go ahead and do it. Let's count them down, and I'll put in the description the list so you guys can see it and you can kind of reference and think about it. And this is different per person. This is my opinion on what the most shocking moments were. Also, it depends on kind of how they were shot and how they were delivered. For example, one that's actually not on the list, which was close, was the death of Lori, which was a very shocking moment to see, you know, when it all happened. But you know, I mean, we got to see sort of the C-section, and that was very shocking, but we didn't see Carl put her down. We didn't see her in zombie form, anything like that. So that one was really close, but was narrowly knocked out of the list this year by some of the Season 4 ones. Also, this is kind of retrospectively looking back on the series from today's standpoint, in which ones I think are the most shocking up until now. So they do kind of change over time as we get more events, and we kind of look back on things differently. The list will change, of course, after Season 5's done. So, without further ado, let's get started with number 10 and count it down to number 1. Number 10. So the 10th most shocking moment in the Walking Dead television series, I'm going to have to go with Rick stabbing Shane pretty much right in the heart, in the chest. Very shocking moment for people. Now, most people who watch the Walking Dead television series don't read the comic books. So unless they had heard from somebody, most people had no idea that was going to happen. Shane was such a concentration up until then in the series. He was such a mainstay character. I mean, he put that group together before Rick even got there. So he was a very important character for the series, had lots of time in the first 2 seasons, and it was really shocking when it actually came down to it. And he and Rick went ahead and actually did stab him, was able to talk him down and finally stab him. Great acting from both actors, and really shocking moment, no doubt. So that's going to be number 10. Number 9 is going to be from Season 4. Actually, we just saw the finale, most recent episode, when essentially Joe's group of marauders ambushes Rick's group. You've got Daryl there in the mix, and things are not looking good. And they quickly are turned around by Rick biting Joe on the neck, zombie style. Brutal, just bite, and devastating, and totally turns the whole thing around. Before you know it, Rick's group is back on top. That's how tough, how crafty, how experienced they are. Tough as absolute nails. Inhuman. Very, very shocking moment when he rips it back and everything. Brutal. I love it. So that was going to be my number 9. Number 8, we're going back to The Walking Dead Season 3 now. That's Episode 4. And this one's going to be T-Dog getting bitten. Now, this one was really shocking because I personally didn't see it coming at all. You know, of course, there's all kinds of chaos happening at the prison. Carol's there, and T-Dog's doing what he has to do in order to protect, you know, everybody, and Carol especially. So, man, when that walker comes up behind him and just gets him on the neck and rips it, oh, God. Or kind of like shoulder type area. Brutal one, and I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming at all, because T-Dog hadn't gotten that much development, and I was sure they were going to do something with him. They also planted it well, because they put out news that summer that T-Dog was going to have a bigger role in Season 3, and we got to see what his bigger role was, dying. So that was fun. But yeah, so misinformation a little bit there, and they threw me through a loop, and I didn't see it, and boom, it hit me like a ton of bricks. So that was a great one. Number 7. Number 7 is going to be when Michonne stabs the governor through the back. You see the sword come up through, and he kind of, you know, as it comes through and everything, and then falls down afterwards. Oh man, that was insane. Such an awesome kill. The governor had been such an important character of the series up until that point. Absolutely loved it. Michonne stabbing the governor is going to be my number 7. Number 6 is going to be Andrea being bitten by Milton. Now this one's a little different because this was kind of done off screen. Apparently it was done on screen first, but then they cut it because they decided it'd be cooler for us to kind of have it revealed afterwards. But I'm going to put it here on the list at this spot because Andrea is actually still alive in the comic book series. So to see her get killed off at that time was very, very unexpected. And just the way it went down, that Milton was the one to do it. We kind of saw him coming at her. You know, we were thinking, you know, she looks like she's about to get out. And you're thinking to yourself, or at least I was, oh yeah, she's going to get out. She's going to grab that. She's going to figure out a way and she's going to get out of there. But Milton, just being a fresh turn walker, having, you know, all of his muscle tissue still in place, too fast, not like one of the decayed, slow ones they see on the road that have almost no muscle tissue left to move. He was able to move really quickly and bite her before she was able to get away. Oh, man, just very tragic. And I'll put it in there just because, you know, of what it was. And when the group finally finds her, you're thinking, oh, yeah, she's going to be okay. And then you find her and you see, oh man, that was very just tragic, and also what the hell am I watching? Wow, crazy. So that one's going to be number 6. Now we're into the top 5. Number 5 for me is going to be from The Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 12, I believe, or was it 11? Well, it doesn't really matter too much. But the episode when Dale is ripped open. Wow, that was crazy. You guys got to think back now, if you remember, because Dale was alive a lot longer in the comic book series past that. So I personally did not expect it. It was in the episode Judge, Jury, Executioner, I believe. Right at the end, like in the last minute, he gets ganked by a walker. And, oh, man, killed. That's the one where Daryl has to put him down afterwards. Just a very brutal, tragic, sad death, and it was shocking because we didn't see it coming. He didn't see it either, obviously. So that's number 5. Number 4 is going to be when Carol and Tyrese come back from their little walk in The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 14, The Grove, to see that Mika has stabbed Lizzie to death. Oh, man. You see the blood, you see the knife, you see her lying there. Oh, wow. You know, that one was like, I couldn't even believe they went for it, you know. Oh, that was so shocking, man. Unreal. I just couldn't. Wow, that one has to be high on the list. I put it at number 4, but I could even see if somebody put it at number 1. It was such just a, like, you know, jaw just hits the floor. Brutal moment. And, you know, I didn't see that coming either. Just crazy. So that one's got to be in there. Of course, Carol putting her down later afterwards was also, you know, a moment like that, which was crazy too. But definitely when they first come back and they see that, there was kind of, it was without warning. You didn't really see it coming, and then just out of nowhere. You know, you're thinking this episode's okay, it's whatever, and then wow. So that one's got to be up there. Number 3 is going to be the moment when Sophia stumbles out of that goddamn barn. Still for me, one of the best moments in all The Walking Dead. Very shocking, very surprising, very kind of like a holy shit. She was in the barn the entire time they were looking for her. Pretty much dead already. So amazing writing, amazing episode, and very shocking moment to see her stumble out of there. Crazy stuff. Number 2 is going to be when the governor shoots Axel out of absolutely nowhere. So this one last year for me was number 1. And it is not because Axel's an important character. He's not. He's not. Well, he never got much of a chance, but he's not. But it was just the way it was shot, where we didn't know where the governor was. We had no idea. And, you know, prior to that, we knew he had left, but we didn't know where. We didn't know what was happening. And then, you know, it seemed like Home was going to be kind of a boring episode. And mid-conversation, I really like the way that they play this out, that he's just talking to Carol. He's like mid-sentence, and he just gets boom. You know, he's talking about, what was it, his brother who doesn't give him any money. And then as he's talking, you know, the money problem, and then you just see his face like this. And there's some gifs online you can see with his hair as he's swaying his hair. It's funny, but it was, you know, soft and bouncy hair. But it's just brutal when it comes in and it hits him through. And it's like, wow. So that one's one of the biggest ones, because you wouldn't see it coming at all. That made that episode a really good one from season 3. Season 3 was incredible, man. Wow, so many good episodes. So yeah, that's got to be at the top. And number 1 for me, it's a new one from The Walking Dead season 4, is going to be when the governor takes that sword and just goes through it at Herschel. Oh my God, WTF. That one was crazy. I mean, we kind of saw it coming because he had it there, and you hear Rick talking and everything, and you're thinking, I don't know. I mean, I think everybody kind of would interpret that different, but you see them and they're just talking and whatever. Everything's, everything seems to be like maybe they can work this out, whatever the case may be. Rick gives a pretty good speech, and the governor's worried that he might start losing his men like he did last time when they cowered and ran away. And he just takes that action, he takes the offensive, and he's like, no, this is how it's going to be. And he realizes he can't reason with Rick, and he can't force him out. And he just cuts right through. And the way they show it in the break and everything. And, oh, man, when the governor cuts Herschel's head off, wow, what just a crazy, the reaction too. Because also, not only did it happen like that, because we have other character deaths on this list, but you have the reaction of Maggie and Beth there as well too, giving a great performance, and Rick, because Rick looks to him like a father, right? So the way they handled that was so much better than the comic book series, putting Herschel in there in that spot. Kind of like a hopeless feeling for him, not like he can do anything, and just when the governor comes down and just goes through with that, it's like, wow. Even the people in his group, you can see in the background, there's the one girl, I think her name's Alicia, Tara's girlfriend, and her mouth is just like this. What happened? So there's my list of my top 10 biggest, most shocking, craziest, what the hell moments for the Walking Dead television series. There's been some great ones. That's my list. Doesn't necessarily have to be yours. If you guys have some, if you want to put a whole list there, you can in the comments below. I love to see them. Or if you just want to put maybe which one that you felt really got you. Because we're all different when we're watching it. We're in different states, different times. We're not necessarily in what state. I don't mean like, U.S. state. I mean, we're in different states, as in some of us may be, excited to be watching, or some of us may be kind of tired when we're watching. Which one got you the most? Which moment in the Walking Dead television series? Or is it one that's not here? I bet you some people would be thinking the one with Lori. There's also from season 3 when Rick cuts Thomas in the head. That was a really shocking one. There's so many. I mean, so many episodes, so many great moments. Let me know what your guys' top 10 are. Maybe just your favorite if you want to put in the comments, or maybe top 3, whatever you guys like to do. If you like the video, please help support the channel and click the thumbs up, like it below. If you want to help support the channel, also share it on your Facebook or Twitter. Check me out on Twitter, TrevChan2, just search me. And yeah, that's all I got to say for this one, guys. If you have any other video suggestions, send them to me, and I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev. As always, I'm saying peace.